Well, we're at 6:32, I guess, yeah. Right there. Turn around, there it is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. Got my notes on it, and then I have to even read it. So, added agenda items, I don't believe we need any. Acceptance of the minutes of May 29th.
We'll make a motion to accept the minutes of May 29th, 2024 as submitted. And one of you gentlemen has to second it. You can, even though you weren't here.
Second.
There we go. Now we'll discuss it.
Now we can discuss it. Okay, well, I don't have any problems with it.
Me neither. I'm just moving things along. He's gonna throw something at me today.
No, you're doing good. Don't worry about a thing. Okay, so, all in favor?
Aye.
That would be, you didn't have to abstain, but that's all right. All right, communications, unfortunately, I do have one. And this is about Windsor locks and their sewer charges. Okay.
Sorry, guys. They don't think it's just.
Oh, well, the entire town. But if we look at, and I only want to look at one item, the 50,000 gallons per year, which is where we are. The public rate is $425. So it's pretty much, what, that's what we're looking at, within pennies. No, I just pass that along. Thank you. Because if you don't do the secretary things you use, you're in trouble. Those are rules. Do you have any other communication? Do you have anything, Steve?
Communication wise.
Yeah, you know, anything we have to come up before we do anything? Oh, super. All right, so we can go on to visitors.
We have one.
Okay. And the one on the list, that's close enough. That's perfectly okay. Oh, the speaker's out here, good. Okay, super duper. So.
John, are you there?
John? Here. One part about. Muted.
John?
Oh, no, no, it's not guaranteed. No, you don't have to have video.
I've been on some meetings on my computer.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, yay,
That was good.
that's good, we're good now. Wow, okay. So you're on. What can we do for you?
Still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't hear anything coming from over there, so I just wanted to make sure.
Nothing? Is our mic not on?
Can you hear me, John? Can you hear us at all? We're not muted. John?
Anything? Yeah, I
We
can't
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Let me try to call in.
Yeah, never mind. Calls and we'll put them on speakerphone.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID.
See us with the computer on. And we can hear them via the phone.
Hopefully.
Might have to-
Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. Please enter the meeting password followed by pound.
We're not muted. we're on
You have
mute.
not entered any numbers. Please re-enter the meeting password followed by pound. You entered 4-5. You entered 8-4-7-8-6-1-3. This meeting password is invalid. Goodbye.
It's not the password. She had it wrong.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. Please enter the meeting password followed by pound.
Yes.
You have not entered any numbers. Please re-enter the meeting password followed by pound. You entered 3-9-9-7-2-2. This meeting password is invalid. Goodbye.
Unbelievable.
He didn't
Sorry, guys. I don't know what the problem is.
You still can't hear us, John?
Can you put in the text box as to dial us for maybe the New York number or something?
It's not the New York one, it's in there, it's just. It's not-
Yeah, cell phone.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
need one.
You can call them. Why not?
Hello?
Hi, Kristen.
This is.
This is EWWPCA. This is my cell phone. Yes.
I appreciate it. I don't know why. Even I tried.
I muted him. I muted. So if you want to put that speaker.
There we go.
Volume's all the way up. Okay,
You're welcome.
all right, so now we're connected? No, it's not you. Okay, so, we're gonna receive your application tonight. So, but I know you've got things you wanna talk about and we wanna listen.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now I came through. Let me hang up the phone. I'll hang up the phone. Let me try.
There you go.
Oh dear. Okay,
Can you hear us?
we still got you?
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna hang up the phone.
Okay. Still on, so we must.
Still hear me?
He's in now. You can hear us?
You hear us?
Just hear himself.
Unbelievable.
You can't hear us?
No. So yes, if he's disconnected from Zoom, then we can
He's
talk.
still in.
He doesn't need to be connected to Zoom at all.
Yeah.
No, just use the phone.
Yeah.
That's basically.
Hi, Josh. Okay, I'll put you back on speaker.
Yeah, tell him not to worry about the Zoom now. Hang up on the Zoom. 'Cause it's.
He's not in Zoom.
Oh, okay.
That's the best way.
He muted himself, so he should be good.
Okay. Check your battery strength, just for the hell of it.
That'd be quick.
Good, John? Can you hear us? John?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Let's try one more time, isn't this fun? Okay, so, yeah, we are gonna receive your application, that part's fine, but I know you have things you wanna talk about. I don't wanna tell you what to talk about. You're on, you go ahead and start.
Well, I wanted to start with, obviously, the application came through. I spoke with, our vendor last week to kind of go over this, because this was new coming to me, but the application had to be refiled. That the old one had expired, it was only valid for a year. And then I also wanted to talk about, obviously, the, usage, how we came up with the numbers, I guess what was previously submitted, but I'm also hearing that may not be valid any longer either. So, we have our building, it's 122 units. I don't know if you have any paperwork with you.
Yeah, we have quite a bit. Yeah, but and we understand the number of units. The first question I'm gonna have for you is, those are all apartments, right?
Correct.
There's 122 of them. All right, and do you also have common areas that have sinks or toilets or anything like that?
No, we have one, common area bathroom on the first floor.
Okay,
Single, one toilet, one sink.
yep,
And we do have, a salon in there, which is not up and running yet or anything. That's all that's in there. Common area rooms we do have, but they do not, there are 6 of them, but they do not have the water in them. They're
Okay.
just more like a pub room, that kind of a thing.
Sure.
Congregation area, and then we have a community. On the first floor, it's just that they should anybody want, if there's an event going on or something, there's not to be taken.
okay, no, but it has to be. It has to be part of our calculations, understanding that water will go down the drain and it'll come here. Now, we realize that that's gonna be a very small amount of water, but it's better to get good numbers than guessing. So that's fine, so that would be 125 connections to the sewer total. And that's not a problem, I don't, let's not worry about the money part yet. Okay, now, in the past, we did an agreement, and I don't happen to have a copy of it, so I'm not sure what the number was. But we had an agreement based on situation then, and I'm not sure exactly when then was. 2016, maybe?
The last application was 2017.
Okay, 2017, fair enough, somewhere in that range.
So I can tell you where the calculations came from, what they are,
Oh, good,
from the information I've received. So
okay,
we had a flow rate that was determined when we were in development or getting past development, we had our purpose getting ready to start construction.
yeah,
When our person, Brent Harkowitz, was involved, he since passed away. He sent in water calculations for several of our properties, which are all basically the same. Might be a difference in unit count, maybe 122, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on
Right.
location.
we understand
So
that.
the numbers that came up for the flow rate was 57 gallons at that time, which then was converted into 51 BBUs.
Hold on. 57 gallons?
Okay.
Was that per unit?
I'm sorry,
Per unit?
per unit. Well, the conversion was not on 51 BBUs, equivalent to 12 units.
Yeah,
That's what they based it on.
right,
And based on that, was at the time, $6,500 per unit times the 51, which gave us a total of 331,000.
Okay, yeah, cause I had down 330. That's pretty good. I was pretty close. And that was then.
That was that, and, excuse me, as of today, nothing is any different. From our the water usage, Tom said was said that all the comparable properties where, water bills were shown, each unit number, so on and so forth, and several of them, which Art still has archived,
Yeah,
if that helps you out.
yeah, it will. I wasn't able to connect with Art today. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get all these numbers like all laid out before. So what I have is the old flow estimate that we were given with the earlier application was 6,954 gallons per day total.
Yes, okay, I have that here, so I just
Let me
wanted to
see
let
if
you know,
that comes out.
it was 57 gallons times.
Yeah, okay, that comes out, good.
Right, times 122.
Yeah, that's gallons per day, that's, we work with that and we understand that, okay?
Yes, yeah.
Paul, can I interrupt?
Yes, please do.
Okay, and I'm not, it's because I get tired and old. Hi, it's Jim Richards, I'm the vice chairman here. I believe originally the reason your application was brought back up is you all are almost ready to restart again, or almost ready to go. And the applications themselves are only valid for a year. And that's why you have to if you read your paperwork, there's a spot, it's the fine print, as we say. I think it's either the first or second or third. I'm being told it's the first, where it tells you the length of time that a contract or an application is valid. And I think that's what we're having to revisit, or at least what we discussed when it came back up again, was the numbers that are involved. We originally had done is it a discounted amount, Paul? I mean,
We
certainly
did,
correct
yeah,
me
we
if I'm
had
saying things wrong here.
No, we negotiated an amount based on commercial usage rather than the per unit. We didn't want 122 EDUs. That was
Right,
the goal.
right. And I think we're still trying to attempt to do that, but I think the actual monetary values have changed. I mean, our situation here is the plant's starting to fill up a little bit. We're gonna have to be more cautious with what we give out as far as large amounts of hookups, and we're certainly in favor of your project. A lot of us have been looking forward to it, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But we do need to renegotiate the contract because, or application, I say contract, excuse me.
No, it's-
Because at this point, it's really invalid. Now, we certainly will look at it and adjust it with monetary amounts and certainly try to work a similar deal, but I think that's what was about us revisiting all of this. Was that it actually is out of date. We're doing that tonight, just as an example, with our own regulations here. We have some out of date regulations that were corrected, so it's not just your project. And that, I just want you to know that we're in favor of what you're trying to do. We're trying to get everybody to home, as they say.
No, that's great, and I appreciate that, and for me, I take this project late.
Yep.
So a lot of this information from people who are no longer with us, no longer with you, this is how I got this last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, understood.
God bless you.
I mean, okay, so this is, we gotta be clear. Your application to connect to the sewer system will be accepted and no doubt approved. But the facility connection charge is handled separately from that. And that, and that's okay, I mean, that's just the way it's done. So I don't think we're gonna come up with the number tonight, but we're gonna come up with what we believe to be a reasonable number. And having the old calculations makes it a lot easier to understand what to do now. I think, that's all I can tell you is we'll do what we believe is reasonable, but it doesn't necessarily make it final. We'll be in discussion again.
All right, well, here from our position on our side, we are looking to get this open by the end of summer. So even with the FCC charges, there's a minimum of 50% due, or
Yep.
the CFO will not be issued. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, okay, I see what you're saying. That does make a problem. I'm sure we can wrap it up prior to your CO requirements. We'll work on this as quickly as we can, but I don't wanna, I can't throw you out a number tonight,
I didn't think you would be able to.
but we're gonna get you a number and we'll provide it to you and then we can go back and forth with discussion if appropriate, that's fine. But I'm sure we can wrap it all up. So our next meeting is the last Wednesday in July. Before that, we should have an agreeable number. Once you know the number, then it gets to be easy, but we have to have a public hearing on facility connection charges. Okay,
And will that be the last Wednesday of July? For that month?
if we come to an agreeable number, then I think we can do that. And that would be the goal. So you know later than then, you know exactly where you stand. You'll know the number prior to that, but to make it official. You can't pay half of something that hasn't been imposed. The public hearing is where we have a public hearing and then we impose the facility connection charge. And at that point, then payment can be made, but you're, and, you know, once that happens, then that will not impede the CO.
Okay, well, just based on our ability to come up with 50% at that time. And this is not because even when I called, went to the office, last week, started speaking to everybody, I was actually trying to get it for that amount.
I appreciate that.
I want to try to get it going. So it just to kind of show you that I want to try to get you to 50% as soon as possible.
Okay,
Well, the plan,
Not more, but my fear,
yeah,
just to be, completely transparent was, once we were gonna review this, I'm looking at 331,500
yeah.
as opposed to, my worst case scenario, I was looking at like 793,000, just a huge jump in a month's time, and to, allocate those funds for this.
I agree. No, absolutely. That's if we charged for 122 units, EDUs, and I don't think that's, well, we didn't do it before. I doubt that we would do it again, so we will. But I'm only the chairman. I can't just say yes and that's the end of it.
well, and in fairness, if we got it tonight, which is what we're done. The next step would be to, at our next meeting, to have the public hearing, so that's moving it along as quick as it can be done. And if the number which Paul's going to provide to you before that meeting was acceptable, then that night you'll be able to start doing all your calculations. It should all be done, right?
Okay.
In July?
I'm sorry. Once we have an agreeable number, you'll know exactly where you stand.
There you go.
And I think you can expect that it will be close to what you expected as opposed to some brand new inflated number.
Right.
Okay, all right, that's great. Yeah, as long as I know the number, we can prep for it. I understand the public hearing last Wednesday of July to make it official.
Yep.
Once that night is over with, I'm sure I'll probably be on that meeting. Hopefully get the invite. I'll be on that meeting. That will be for
Well, I think we'll get you a number next week.
Okay.
I don't want any delays on this either, because I know it's been a real challenge trying to get done with this.
And you already have your invite to the next meeting. Doesn't have to worry about being invited, you're invited.
Well, being a public hearing, it's automatic,
He's invited.
but I think we can sort it all out.
Yep.
And get it done next week.
And then after that meeting at the end of July, I would see directly after that, I would be able to get the bill or something that I can use. Audio.
Prior to the public hearing, I'll send you a calculation letter that will tell you what the amount due will be.
Okay, and that will give my accounting department enough information, whether by invoice number or something, they can use this together.
Yeah.
Accounting is rural, so I just wanna make sure they're happy.
Well, I'll send out what we normally do. I'll send it by mail and I'll email it to you, and if you need something more, we'll work on getting that.
Okay. That's very good. Now, after this, will you guys be in contact with me? Should I, stay in contact with Art?
Oh, well, I'll probably work through Art because Art's been through this whole scenario. And, you know, and he's still a contract employee at this point, so. It's easier to keep this smooth until we get rid of it.
Okay.
So I will, you know, we'll do some work here, but. Whatever we come up with, then I will discuss it with Art and we'll get the communication working. You won't have to contact him. We're gonna contact you.
Okay.
You've done enough.
You guys have my email address and all that stuff,
I
Yeah.
guess, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
you
yes,
contact
we
me.
do all that, yep.
I'm sure Ken has it, Ken Rich in a scan, and he gets it.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, that's great, then I think, I mean, that's really the gist of what I was hoping to accomplish here, on my information, you have yours, I think we're pretty good, I mean, you guys have any other questions or anything?
I don't know. Anybody have any questions about Calamar? But that much about it. Fair enough. So at the moment, there are no immediate questions.
Okay,
If anything comes up, we'll ask.
yeah, that's great, feel free to reach out at any time.
Absolutely.
Spot right away, all right, well then, I guess I'm good.
Yeah, it sounds like we'll make it all work.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you all very much. Appreciate the time, conversation, and I will look forward to hearing from you in your future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Okay,
You too.
take care.
All right.
So that's, I know where we gotta head. All right, next item is public participation, and I can see we have a limited public out there. Is that John on there?
I don't know.
Oh.
It just says iPhone 2. Could be anybody.
Ah. Or, yeah, you can. Are they listening? Is someone online for public participation?
They got themselves muted.
No, they don't wanna talk.
Well, that muting doesn't mean they can't hear me,
Right, right.
so that's fine, okay. I'll move on, if it's, something changes, we'll deal with it. So the next item is receipt of application, so you have the application. Which is fantastic, and we have all the background detail. We have a folder and a half. Or more. Okay, there's no date on the application. It's signed though, so that they could work. Maybe. Application fee is paid. Up and. As far as the, okay, oh, they have all the detail here. Oh, there's sinks, 150. Garbage, disposal, dishwasher, thing, oh, I see one. No, they're filling out what's there, they kinda have to. Yeah. And that's, oh, maybe I'm reading it in the wrong place, sorry. I did read it wrong, it's the number and then the item. Alright, so, in any case, yeah, they provided this information and, anything that's not right, for it back out. All we have to do is accept the application, which, has no name on it. Go with the owner's name though. RM18 Holdings LLC.
You need a motion for that?
Yeah, we need a motion, it's on the list, isn't it?
Oh,
No,
it didn't make the motion.
you're right, it didn't
Yeah,
make the
look,
motion, Liz, sorry about that,
Monday.
that's right. It's on the agenda, because it's always on the agenda, but we don't have a motion.
Oh, well, I make a motion to,
Good luck trying to read that.
I'll make a motion to
You have to go by
accept and receipt from RM 18 Holdings LLC for 20 North Road.
Perfect.
I can put app on there, app 2024-001.
I second it. Ooh, amazing. Discussion? Everything you want. If not. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? We're off and running we'll put that on the books. Oh, well, that was the receipt.
It's a cheat sheet.
All right, hold on. Yeah, it gets worse. That was the receipt of the application.
Right.
We approved, we did not approve the application.
Right, oh no, I didn't approve it.
No, you did fine.
Oh,
I have to read my own agenda. So we could entertain a motion to approve that application.
Do we want to approve that application?
Okay,
I'll make a motion to. No, I'll make.
I don't have it. I gave it away.
I didn't know we were going that far with it. I got no problem with that. Quicker I move it along, the quicker out they get going.
There you go.
I make a motion to approve the application of RM 18 Holdings LLC in regards to road 20 North Road, application COM 2024-001.
A second emotion. We go, any discussion?
Steve.
Still gonna have to go through the process of payment or. Well, yeah, that doesn't, well, it's on the application, it says they have to do it, that part's there.
This is just approving it to go forward to the next step.
Are we talking a hookup? What's this? Sorry? What's this? Yeah, well, actually, they have a connection, but it has to be looked at. But, yeah, they're gonna. It's so they can get a CO for the building. So they can start renting. Now, there's a couple other little things that are gonna be taken care of, and that's already in discussion. I think the sewer has to be cambered. Because last time it was looked at, there was debris in it. And we have no idea after all these years.
Well, you know what
But-
Tom might be asking though is what we're approving.
Yeah, we're approving,
We're not approving everything, we're approving an application only, right?
yeah, normally it would be under normal circumstances. You'd get an application and then they would start building. Well, they already did that once. But it expired. So they need a current application if they're ever gonna get a CO. That was something they did a while back.
Right.
Been working on it for years.
2016, and the problem is the money values were from 2016, and that's what we're having.
Well, no, the FCC is a separate calculation from the application itself. But the point being is that the goal is to allow them to move forward. Not the end, it's the move along part. So that's what that's about. Yep. So let me just say it.
They still got some more things to do before the final.
Oh, yeah, well, they never accept anything until it's been looked at carefully, right? Everything's been done properly. There isn't a lot involved. It's not the building, it's the sewer pipe that's connecting to our manhole. That's what we care about.
Right, this is,
One coming from the property, or did you
Yeah.
get so far,
There's
where
one,
what you call a hookup?
it's already hooked up.
No, but at that point, that's what you call a hookup. It's the
Yes.
property comes to that point.
That's right. There's already a sewer pipe in the ground.
but this particular application is the unusual one.
It's very unusual.
The normal one is everything
Nothing's
follows in
happened.
order, you wouldn't have to ask the
They didn't
question.
even
you're
dig
asking.
dirt yet.
This is unusual, and so by approving it, what we're doing is saying to the corporation, yes, we're going to move forward, we're gonna get you a number, and you go forward with what you need to do to open up.
Yep.
And that's really what we're doing, we're being business friendly.
It's not acceptance, not acceptance. They don't get a CO
Right,
until the building official's happy and we have validated to whatever means necessary that that sewer connection is still good. Been in the ground for a long time.
Now, County North Road, is it the Broadbrook end or is it?
No, it's across the street from Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay.
That's the Sophia's,
next to Don's Auto Care.
122 apartments.
Oh, okay, that's the whole.
That whole thing.
It's all built, and they just
Right.
they fell behind.
And things, they just never finished. Then everything expired and they had to start over with paperwork.
Is it time to start looking into the validation of the hookup they have, or does that wait till after the actual?
It'll be happening this summer.
Okay, so it just fit into kind of.
Yeah, that, all this does is allow them to
Yeah.
proceed,
I just
and
wanted
that's
to-
part of the process, and they're aware of
Okay, so
it. It's not a surprise.
if we pick it up and start working. I'm wrong, so,
Right.
okay, yep.
Now, they're actually hooked up, but they're not using it.
No, they haven't used it yet.
And you can't put any water down the system until you actually.
Well, they probably done some testing, but basically.
Yeah, but not.
What we require is that they hire a camera company to run a camera through that entire pipe. So we can get all the detail about what condition it's in.
Good.
And that's all. And it'll be fine, I'm sure. I don't think it's a problem. I hope there's nothing in it. And as long as there's nothing in it, like construction debris, you're in good shape.
How would they clean it out?
Oh, there's manholes.
You'd have to flush it to the point where manholes are.
No.
And just go in that way.
You go in and
It's a-
get rid of it, whatever, somebody would have to. Here's the, we don't care,
Here,
if the stuff is there, then you're not getting a CO.
Yep.
That's all, problem's not
Yeah,
ours,
the rest is up to them to.
they have to fix it and prove that it's fixed. That's how that works, but that's normal process between the application process and the CO. All these other things happen. Without the application, nothing happens, right, puts them in a bad spot, because they can't get a CO until everything's taken care of. So, that's where we are. Fair enough? All in favor?
Alright,
Aye. Opposed, abstentions, okay, so that's an approved application. I knew we'd be past it. I didn't think it was gonna be. Legal. Park Hill Facility Connection Charge. You have any background on that? That you know of? I don't know how informed you are on that.
The other attorney Lanza, I think, brought me up to speed, and I did have a chance to review the minutes, so that's.
Oh, that's nice.
It's pretty much the extent of it, though.
Okay, well, we do have a public hearing tonight that's gonna address some of that issue. I think, at this point, we could say, we've done everything we can do with this for the moment. Right. And then we can move on. What I don't like to do is get stuck on an item because we got something pending. I mean, you know, not much we can do about that. So, the first, I guess we're up to the first public hearing.
oh, good, a motion to suspend I make a motion to suspend the regular meeting.
Second,
Thank you,
Good job.
yeah, I guess I do.
took my job.
All in favor?
Steve did it. Aye. Motion to open the public hearing for Garino 28 Ride Street. Second, please.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the public hearing is now open. Is there any change?
Nope.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna read the notice. Town of East Windsor Water Pollution Control Authority. Water Pollution Control Authority of the Town of East Windsor will hold a regular meeting starting at 6:30 PM on Wednesday, June 26, 2024, at the East Windsor WPCA Administration Building, 192 South Water Street, East Windsor, Connecticut. The on-site meeting is restricted to commissioners and staff. The public may participate via the remote video conferencing platform Zoom. Details to join the meeting are available on the WPCA agenda, which is posted on the town website. During this meeting, the following public hearing on the calculation and imposition of facility connection charges on the following properties will be heard. Garino, 28 Rice Street, 2 EDUs, $13,000. Copies of said proposed calculations are on file, open to public inspection at the office of the Water Pollution Control Authority, 192 South Water Street, East Windsor, Connecticut, dated this 14th day of June, 2024. Paul Anderson, Chairman, Town of East Windsor Water Pollution Control Authority. Seems so small. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So, even though I know, I'm gonna ask anyhow. So what is this property?
28 Rice Street.
Yeah. Okay, it's a
It's the new construction duplex.
It's a two-family.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Two-family residential.
Yes.
Have they paid anything?
They paid half.
It did pay half? Oh, okay, I like to note that.
Right next to it's the intersection. Right. I know.
Really?
Huh.
Okay, doesn't matter, it's good enough. Okay, so, number one, is there anyone online representing Garino? 28 Rice Street? And no response. Is there any questions about this? It is for what it's worth, it's a brand new two-family that all its connections are done. This is a facility connection charge, not the physical connection. That was taken care of with their permit. So. They did what they're supposed to do, yeah. Yes, sir?
The only comment I would make would be, this is the property that ran their sewer into the corner of that other property.
Yes,
Where they have the sharing of that manhole,
yes,
that's all.
yeah,
So they ran a force main,
a force main? Oh, I didn't know it was a force main.
a mini, I think there's a grinder.
They have a grinder pump?
Goes across the yard of the other property
They have
into
two
a
grinder
manhole.
pump? They have two grinder?
I don't know.
I would hope so. Two family,
So they have the right of way to cross, they have everything's approved,
Yes.
okay.
yeah, and they're connected to the manhole,
They
It's on
installed a
it.
manhole
right,
that goes over the line of the other property in the corner. Which we own that a manhole now from there out to the middle of the street.
We own it,
and that connects to another manhole. Right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
straight line,
Where exactly is that panel? Can you see from the road?
There's
Yes.
a cone on it right now still.
it's right on the
grass.
corner of
Yep.
Old Ellington and Rye.
Actually, right on that corner?
Yeah, it's right on that corner.
Look to see.
Yes,
I'm looking
do
for it,
that.
I don't see it.
Okay, it's there. Yep, I've seen it. It is.
Where's
there.
the second manhole?
No. There's one in the street. Which has been there for years. And then this one is a new one. And these people are connected to a manhole, because they can't join their sewer together.
right,
They have to go into manholes.
so we
Right, I can understand
require
that.
more line because of this.
That's accurate, yes.
That's all right. That's all right, 'cause it takes care of the situation. And that manhole will be useful in the future, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that
Solve a
manhole
lot of
will,
problems.
it'll allow us to, cause we had it started with a problem with the corner house.
Right.
Had a problem, backed up.
Yeah.
A big ordeal, a lot of time spent into finding
I
out
remember this,
where the
yes.
problem was. They wanted us to fix it, but it wasn't in our issue, so this other person wanted to come in. We now have the manhole there, if either one calls with a problem,
Right.
we can go to that manhole, open it, and say. Yes, there's a problem, and it's ours, or not our problem,
We can work from that manhole
Yes.
to the street, nowhere else, not backwards.
that would be ours.
Being our manhole, we have the right to do whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
It's a
it's
good
down
inspection
right
spot
away.
for us to say,
Yeah.
you call, say, I have a backup, well, we checked the manhole's fine. It's not,
Right,
It's not our
no,
problem.
no, I think in the long run, it's gonna be a good.
Oh, yeah, so, well, it's the right way to do things.
No, no,
I mean, stuff was done in what, 48? Also.
the corner house,
Yeah.
the white one,
I don't know what it is, but this stuff was done in like 1948 or 49. And then, they moved the road. To build the school,
yeah,
and everything got squirrely and nobody knew where the sewers were anymore. And the as-built was nowhere near as-built, so there you go, alright, whatever the case.
should I make a motion to close the public hearing?
I think
Mr.
that
Chairman?
would be probably
I
ideal,
make a
unless
motion to
anybody.
close
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
public hearing for Garino 28 Rice Street.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the hearing is now closed.
I make a motion to impose the facility connection card. I make a motion to impose the facility connection charge for Garino 28 Rice Street as published.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that one's done, next public hearing.
To open the public hearing for the proposed amendment to the FCC regulations, removal of section 6 exemptions.
Second that motion. All in favor? Okay, motion carries, this one's a little longer. Town of East Windsor Water Pollution Control Authority. The Water Pollution Control Authority of the Town of East Windsor will hold a regular meeting starting at 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 26, 2024, at the EWWPCA Administration Building, 192 South Water Street, East Windsor, Connecticut. The on-site meeting is restricted to commissioners and staff. The public may participate via the remote video conferencing platform Zoom.
Yep.
Details to join the meeting are available on the WPCA agenda, which is posted on the town website. During this meeting, a public hearing will be held regarding the proposed amendment to the facility connection charges. Removal of section 6 exemptions. 6 exemptions. The unit rate for the FCC referenced in paragraph 3.5 above is not in and of itself sufficient to amortize the municipal bonds issued by the town of East Windsor to finance the improvements to the East Windsor sewage treatment plant and its related facilities within the payment schedules for said bonds. A significant portion of the cost for the construction of the sewer treatment plant will be borne by the town of East Windsor General Fund. In recognition of the financial obligations of the town of East Windsor, therefore, for such direct payment, for such direct payment for the construction of the sewer treatment plant, all municipal facilities shall be exempt from the FCC. Copies of the facility connection charge regulations are available at the office of the Water Pollution Control Authority, 192 South Water Street, East Windsor, Connecticut, dated this 14th day of June, 2024. Paul Anderson, Chairman, Town of East Windsor, Water Pollution Control Authority. Make a motion to town of East Windsor General Fund's recognition for the financial obligation of town of East Windsor, therefore, such direct payment for the construction of sewer treatment plants, municipal, shall be exempt from the FCC. Why not? So we're removing that.
We're getting rid of it.
But
we don't want,
we're taking it out.
It's okay.
That's what I did.
I see, well.
Don't worry, I have a
You've got
motion
the
on that.
motion list.
Let me,
I got the motion in motion.
well, that's all right, cause basically it's almost what we want. But we're in a public hearing, so we have to
Yeah.
let the hearing run its course.
We have to run the course, so now.
Yeah.
Anything new online? No?
nope,
Okay,
still the same.
Mr. Chairman, if I could,
yes,
I'm the one that made the motion to have this public hearing, so I'd like to state why we're removing it for anyone that may be interested. This exemption was created over 30 years ago when the plant itself was expanded. And the town was benefiting from the economic development part of it. In other words, the movie theaters, et cetera, all could not have been built if the sewer plant had not been expanded. So at that point, it was fair for the sewer plant and the town to be together in the building of the town, and thus why charge your partner? What's occurred since then is the separation, which should occur. This is the natural osmosis or separation of the two operations, because the sewer plant really should be operating by itself. For years, it got money from the town, from the taxes for different things that needed to be done. And a few years ago, it became clear they were no longer going to do that, that users were paying for it, which is what has occurred for almost 10 years now. This exemption here is causing us some grief because it's not clear on what a town building is. And what I mean by that is the recent proposal of the Park Hill, what they want to build up there is 96 units, I believe. And each one would normally require a connection, just like Calamar does. A connection fee. That means we would be out a serious amount of money. We would be filling a plant that's starting to fill up. Remind you, the space is money here. Without, and the users, which is not the entire town of East Windsor, the users would be the ones buried under the cost of that.
Yep.
Now, does that mean in the future we can't make exceptions? We can do what we need to do to make things work, but this being part of our regulations, if we don't remove it, then we would be obligated legally to allow it. Okay, and just like a zoning law, if you go to do something in zoning, and as long as you apply before the zoning law changes and you do all your things prior, they can change the zoning law, but you'll be what they call grandfather. And it's not in every case, but that's what we're trying to avoid is grandfather.
Right.
So this is why we made the motion to remove it, and we needed a public hearing.
keep in mind. All the money to upgrade this plant has been paid a long time ago. So. This benefit to the town because they had that obligation is obsolete.
Well, and they got their money in the sense of logistics plants have been built,
Oh, yeah.
facilities have been built, and they're all still flowing in here.
Right.
Okay, so that's why I say we just didn't see a value.
So you retract my
They,
statement.
but they do pay user fees.
Right,
That's not free. This is only
With
facility
option-
connection charges.
Is this option 6, or is this exempt them from the use?
No, there's no exemption
just-
here from user.
not from users, but the users would pay for it's the connection fee, which is $6,500 times 99. If they
Or
go,
whatever the number.
whatever the thing is. And the users, not taxpayers, the users of the facility here, everyone that's got connection to the sewer would end up paying for that in the long run. Because every time you fill a gallon out here, it's money out the door.
But
So
my,
so it's the town that will foot that bill?
Well, it's,
I'm
it
sorry.
wouldn't be our problem.
The exemption disappears because it's obsolete. It relates to the upgrade of this plant, which was 30 years ago. It's paid for, it's done. This exemption no longer fits.
Right.
That's all. That's the only way to look at it. Town facilities pay user fees like all users.
Right.
That doesn't change in any way, shape, or form. Only the facility connection charge, which is money that we collect in a separate account to help offset upgrade costs to the plant. Because somebody runs sewage into the system. They're reducing the capacity of the system. The system has a finite capacity, which is 2 million or 2.5 million gallons a day. However, understand that when you get heavy rains and you get infiltration from cracks in sewer lines and things like that, that counts. Every drop of water that comes in uses up capacity. So when people put up something new and want to connect, there's a charge for the capacity they're taking away, a one-time charge. Facility connection charges are once, unless you make changes again that increases the impact. Now, once you've done this to anyone, 3 years later, 3 full years of usage, we get the water company records and we analyze whether the numbers we were given were all that accurate. And we adjust that facility connection charge up or down based on what really took place. In this case, town was getting off scot-free for anything they wanted to do.
Right. So it really relates to possible housing.
Well, you could say that, but wait a minute, it's gonna, oh no, the community center.
Yep.
Okay, the soccer fields, they put in a bathroom, that's done now, so we're not gonna go back and look at that again, but what if they do something else somewhere in town? What if they do an addition to the park in a
To
reservoir,
the school.
on Reservoir? Or they change something to schools, add on units again, and on and on and on, okay? Who knows?
That's a readjustment,
And so, no, a change of use
readjustment on. the
means that you review it all over again, and then 3 years later, you check the adjustments. The point being is, right now, they don't do anything. And that's fine, but the purpose of it, and it's specified directly in the statement that it's because of the upgrade to the plant, which is long paid for. Oh, it happened here. That's all. Jim made the motion to get rid of it, but because it was becoming a conflict, because
Pretty
it
important.
brought up when Park Hill started talking about expansion.
Yeah, that's what I just saw it too.
I thought that was a
Well, and the town and us are on a path, which we've been on,
Yeah.
that sometimes gets rocky and sometimes it's pleasant, but of separation, because too long we were together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't supposed to ever, when we originally expanded the plant here, what was supposed to happen was users were supposed to pay for the end run of everything.
Yeah.
What was going on was the town, and it happened when I was a selectman, I said, why are we paying for the roof at the sewer plant?
Yep.
There's and I had a bunch of people in the sewer people that were going, what is this guy trying to do to us? And it's like, because I knew that the users at some point have to take responsibility. And that's what's gone on, and we've got enough development that it can pay, in other words, nobody's getting raped, I mean, our rate is almost stable, I mean, we've gone up.
Now it is, yes, it used to be pretty low.
Right, so in the last 3 to 4 years, it's gone up a little bit, cause you gotta be real, but it's not like off the charts.
But I mentioned earlier the Windsor locks charge, they're $4.25, we're 4.28. It's pretty darn close, because there's a cost factor of processing sewage, period. And, you know, I mean, labor costs go up, parts costs go up, everything changes. So that's fair enough, that's why we do this.
Your expression time. The cost of Windsor locks is almost equal to ours here, but they have a hell of a lot more populations because of the population.
No,
More
no.
contributing.
I only read you one rate, they have a whole.
Right.
Gimme gobble of rates.
They're political.
What I tried to do is come up with which rate is comparable to what we're doing. We have one method of calculations and they have 6 or 8.
Oh, so you only gave me part of.
I give you the part that applies to us, that relates to us, the other.
That's
calculations-
we really, this plan.
Some people pay $200 a
And the
year.
gentleman that just left, and Steve's been part of it 18 years now,
Close.
okay? This plant runs like it should. It's an example,
Yeah.
they come from all around this New England down and see how this place is run. Because we have things that are put away for emergencies. When COVID went on and supplies were gone, our guys were taking a little bit of money and ordering stuff that they may need, you know, pump for this or something. So that's why I say we're in really good shape here.
Except we're still waiting for some of those things.
Well, but we.
But you know what, we're ahead of we're in the queue, so we're gonna get
Everybody
it.
else jumping in now, gonna have a heck of a.
They're gonna have it- Exactly,
Yeah,
so
well-
we're in very good shape.
Yeah, 6 months, processing time, turned into 18 to 2 years.
Are you
18
seeing
months.
you're operating more
24.
efficiently?
We're,
It's very
we're
efficient.
so efficient that government officials want to make,
Take a look-
Interrupt.
Take a look at what.
Yeah.
we do.
yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
want to interrupt it.
They've changed it. So anyhow,
I shouldn't say that too loud.
let's not go too far. But that is,
Okay,
that's the
so,
story on the regulations.
so are we done? Should I make the motion to close the public hearing, Mr. Chairman?
Sure.
I'm just trying to
That's
keep
fine.
going like I'm supposed
It's
to.
good. Make,
Everybody got the, everybody
I second it.
make the motion.
to close the public hearing for the proposed amendment to the FCC regulations, removal of section 6 exemptions. I heard,
Second.
That's good. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
make a motion to resume the regular meeting.
Yeah. By the way, we imposed that facility connection charge. Oh, that was separate. No, that's separate. Okay. So now. I actually, do you have my motion? I don't.
No, but I can figure it
I
out.
didn't know what the motion would be.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
Uh,
Go for it.
Go for it. I make a motion to remove section 6 exemptions from our what is this? East Windsor Water Pollution Control Authority regulations for calculation and imposition of facility connection charge for the connections to the public sewer system of the town of East Windsor. Do that all right?
That's a lot.
That was good.
Did you like that?
I liked it.
That's a
Wow.
Let's just take second, wait, please.
Yeah, I think I did.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, close enough. Okay. Any discussion?
No, it's clear as a bell at this point.
Hearing none, all in favor?
All right,
Okay, that's carries. Okay, that's fair, Laura, I didn't pay attention to it that carefully. I guess I made some assumptions too.
I love it. That's the thought.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a done deal.
Oh, you did good. No, it's not a
It
concern.
was great. It made me think. That's always a good thing, right?
That's right.
Okay, IT status is the next item on the agenda. Anything?
Yeah, so I apologize for what's
You're doing fine.
lost today. So we've had some. We have an outdated system, part of our SCADA system that we're starting to phase out. It has a call system on it. We have like 3 backups on how we get called
Yeah.
when a problem happens, either here at the facility or out in the plant or in the collection system. So we have a lot of redundancies. We had an issue for a little bit where we were down to just one way of getting communication. The other 2 weren't working. But we still had something. So we made that fix. We were like, hey, let's try and add something that can get us around that issue. That would give another source. We wouldn't be down to 1. So we had our integrators here last week, and they added this basically like a push notification on your phone. You can get these random things that push and come up as notifications on your phone. It bypasses a lot of the security system within the facility here. There's no way into it. It's just a way out. It's a one-way service out. So if we have any issues within, it can't get through the firewall to get out. It backlogs with emails as they think they're spam, so they won't come out to out of the system,
Yeah.
goes out to Verizon. Verizon thinks that they're spam emails, cause that's how we communicate out to get our alarms out. And they back up and they never get sent, for like days, weeks.
Yeah.
Hours. Well, so this push notification goes around all that and it goes instantly out. Another sure safe thing, so now we have 3 to 4 things that we'll send out to people and they're on call to say, hey, here's our issue. That's our latest IT, I think
That's
it's
a good one.
a great upgrade to,
So it's just a one-way street out.
yes,
And
yes, so
you
the-
can't respond to that.
Nope.
Back.
no,
You just take it as email, that's it, no response.
yep, just a notification coming out saying. You have a problem. If you don't get any of the other ones, that one is another way of getting our communication.
Good, cause that's
That'd be
not
good.
good to have them packed up like that.
Yeah, it's
No fun, it does not.
unfortunately, it's all. That part's out of our hands. It goes out of our facility,
Yeah.
everything works good our way. When it gets to Verizon, it goes into their filter and we've been in contact with them several times and there's no changing that on our end.
No, they don't.
It's unfortunate. I mean, a lot of times it works great.
Right.
There's times where it doesn't,
Yes.
and that's out of our table.
They
That's
have
a
that.
nasty word, spam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah, it thinks it's all
I
spam.
like it.
It's coming out as an email. And we wanna send it as a text from an email and they're backing it all up.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but I had issues with Verizon.
Yep,
So what is it? It contacts field people and it lets them know that they need to come in and see what the heck's going on.
yep, so our alarm system is called SCADA, so that it'll, any alarm that happens, it'll come into the system pushes out. And everyone, right now, everyone's on it. But remember, there's one person on call every week. That person gets all the alarms. Everyone else kind of gets some of them too, just to say that they have them and
Yeah.
can kind of just still be in the loop 24/7.
Do they happen that offer, or is it just a random occasional?
That's this month. One,
White sheet.
yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, one for June.
one for June, I
I'll
think
take it down.
this,
That's
no,
all right.
no,
Okay.
this
That's
was,
okay.
I think this was the previous month.
Okay,
So,
the short list.
yes, we do a great job,
Me.
here at the facility of doing everything during our work hours to make sure that there's a very, very low chance that something's gonna happen outside of the hours of operation.
Yeah.
We're working,
So it's a proven system.
we're really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
That one call was when the storm came through
Oh, no.
last week.
Yeah.
Right.
Tornado, not tornado, I don't know what it was that they categorized it as coming through. That knocked out Route 5, I don't know if any of you guys had any
Yeah, I heard
problems.
it was a tornado. Finally, they decided.
That's what called us out for a couple stations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's important.
Yes.
Good, because they go on generator.
Yeah.
But they keep working.
Yeah.
Hey, it's like AAA, if you don't get towed the whole time you have it, then you cancel your AAA membership, you never get towed.
No, you don't wanna do that.
There you go.
Your car knows that.
Exactly.
No.
It sniffs
Don't
it
do
out.
that. Alright, that's gonna work us all the way to page 2. Which is kinda neat. Down to item XB.
Is there any way to number these things better
Yeah.
than Roman numerals?
No, Roman numerals are critical. Yeah.
I can do whatever you'd like.
Oh, you're the one. Should have never said a word.
It's typically Roman numerals on agendas, does it have to be? I don't know. They're in order.
Would you prefer that we didn't have Roman numerals, that we have regular numbers? As a chief,
It would be more
He's a
straightforward.
commission
I
member.
gotta go back to school and say, well, I got the D and the I.
Oh, wait a minute,
Road, they can get quite involved if the number gets big enough.
maybe we should make them ABC.
I don't know.
If you stop at 26.
What if we tried just to make it on regular numbers?
I'll give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl,
I'm
see
willing
how
to
it
Let's give it a
goes.
try and see how it works.
No pressure.
See how it
You know,
looks.
no-
If it works, that's fine. Okay, so the next item is bill sheets. Now, you do have some check register summaries in the back of your package, and the last page is the overall on what we budgeted, what we spent, what the balance in that account is, and those are our budget items. You can see it's a pretty good sized list. Now, at the top right, you'll see there's 100, which that means that's 100% of the year we've been through. And at the bottom right, you'll see there's a 99 in bold, and that's how much money we spent so far.
Almost all of it.
The point being is this is a summary as of a point in time. And bills will probably still come in that are June bills, but we didn't get them yet. They'll get processed, some things will come through, and they'll still get assigned for this fiscal year. So this isn't, you don't get to the end of your year just because you ran out of days. It's not that simple. It'd be nice if it was, but it isn't quite that simple. But July 1, we start on the new budget. Okay. Well, in this business, your personal clothing and your shoes get eaten by the processing we're dealing with.
Those hungry little microbes.
And other things, because we don't deal with just what we expect. And then, yeah, well, there's a lot of people.
How many people? I really don't know.
9.
Okay.
9 people is what we normally have.
City budget, 3,200 over 9 people, that's not much. Not at all.
No, it isn't really. But it's an allowance. We don't provide the goods. Yeah. Well, they own the stuff, so they can replace it.
You're
saying we get,
There you
don't
go,
get
spots.
supplement
Yeah,
from the
yep,
town.
yep.
Right. It's a standalone facility.
There's been no money coming from the town for years, except they were working with us on roofs at one point.
Well, they.
But that was in CIP and they made promises and then they failed,
Right,
but the roofs were still leaking.
Well, the roof didn't do that.
So we fixed that problem. We just did it.
right.
So if you have extra monies at the end of the year, you roll it over?
We'll talk about that when we get to the end of the year.
Okay.
It goes.
That's been determined yet, huh?
The end of the fiscal year, but the end of the fiscal year is the 30th, but that's not the day. Because through July, we'll still have June bills coming in that have to be
I understand. that.
processed. And so by the end of July, we'll be able to start talking about what we're talking about.
So in the end. it's
But
possible
eventually, there
Could
could
get
be money
rolled over.
theoretically left over, yeah,
We don't owe it to anybody, it's ours.
Right,
that's true.
right.
Oh,
And a lot of times we've achieved our savings because our folks in-house, where other facilities outsource stuff, be repaired or whatever, these guys do it all
as
in-house.
much as they can.
Well, and I.
We
yeah,
outsource
it's a whole
what
lot.
needs to be outsourced. Now,
So millions of dollars have been saved.
okay. Money you see for the budget, we collect from the users. We bill it, we collect it, it goes in our bank account.
Right.
Okay? Treasurer's office is involved, we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Unfortunately, there is gonna be a little bit later, but in any case, so. Yeah, there could be money left over, but it's too soon to tell.
But you're right, we don't get money from the town, we're not
No.
getting money from anybody.
Nothing. We don't get
Except the
money,
users.
the town gets money from us,
Right,
and we'll get into the detail on that.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So there we are there. And that's kind of an overview of that superintendent's report. This ought to be good. course,
Steve-
he
Steve said-
can't talk, and here we are making him talk.
When I started losing my, gotta be kidding me.
Perfect.
I think it's a perfect time.
So, like I had started, or said before, storm on 6/21 was handled with no major issues to the pump stations. We had 2 stations with a power loss. 1 station had a power loss and VFD fault. So the VFD fault was just most likely there's probably one of them was running when the power surged out.
Yeah.
Put into a fault, which is just a safe spot for to protect the equipment. We just had to go out and reset the BFT, no big deal. Came back on, back in full service.
Okay.
You're lucky.
Yeah, with
Partly
the 4
lucky, you dodged the
mainly.
bullet.
Yeah, but they did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, they
They're there to shut power, throw a fault if need be,
Right.
protect the equipment.
spikers.
Was that the incident at Phelps Road and 5?
Yes,
Yes.
I just caught part of that in the news.
yeah,
Why it hit there, you know, and there's a lot of everything there, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we did lose power in that deal.
Yeah. Oh, it was enough.
yep. Next. Monthly wet well cleanings were a success. Everything was good with that again. Operators replaced a faulty transducer at the pump station at Scout Hall. So when we do our wet well cleanings, we pull the transducers out.
Yeah.
When it's not in water, it should be reading 0. This one wasn't reading 0, it was reading -1. So
A little bit off.
yeah, so that from years of dealing with it, we know that if it's not reading 0, it's not working right, it potentially is going to fully fail and not work, period, and then we won't know what our flow is. Pumps won't know when to come on and off.
Yeah.
In our main system, we have a backup floats, but we try to use that as the last resort.
Right.
That almost sounds like a coincidence check. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Take it out of the water and it better read 0.
Yep.
Telling you right then and there,
Yeah, but we do this, it's done on a regular basis.
yep,
it's checked at a regular.
yep, so
Oh, yeah.
like when we go in,
that
It's a schedule.
yep,
Oh,
It's not coincidence, something just comes along. you just
yeah, it
notice.
wasn't like, oh, look at that, no, we pull them up to make sure that they are reading accurately. We caught this one,
It's
so,
almost like a calibration type of thing, just
Yeah.
to see if it is accurate.
yep. We had several in our basic parts room area. So I had the guys go out and replace it, no big problem.
Is that like buying ahead of time?
Yeah. Spare parts are critical.
Yeah,
That's really good. How many do you have spares?
we have 3 more.
So you go percentages by number of units?
Well, so we have 10 pump stations.
Yeah.
We have 3 spares. We'll probably end up buying another one to replace that one that we just used.
So it's like a third spares, yeah.
Yep, so I mean, it's very unlikely that all of them are gonna go at the same time, so when we use
Yeah.
one, replace it.
Right.
They normally have an average lifespan where you can.
Every time that we ask, they don't really give us a number.
Over
Cause we've had some that last 1 year. We've had others that last 8 years.
So it varies.
Yes,
There's no set.
very unpredictable.
I'm a firm believer in spare parts.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a little diaphragm on the bottom that by pressure, so. If it gets hit with something that comes into the wet well or something, tear it a little bit, it can just
Yeah.
make little problems. Very, as you get more and more technology, right, everything's very finicky and.
Yeah.
Needs to be precise,
Yeah, well, that's.
That is durable.
piece.
yeah.
It doesn't like Klingon sense.
So we had 1 curtailment of our power demand. Everything worked as expected. The curtailment was 5 PM to 8 PM. The date, I don't have the date right down here, but I think it was last week.
Yeah.
With all the heat waves. So we signed up with Eversource as a program where. If there's really high heat and there's a high demand for usage of electricity. We, on a part of the program, we offer to run our full facility on our generator.
Wow.
So we take our load off the grid.
Yeah.
For them to allow residential customers to use that power,
But we get a benefit for that, right?
yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. financial benefit.
So they appreciate it, that's good.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
You put power on the grid, they gotta pay you back.
we've been doing that for a long time.
Yes, yep, I just wanted to share a little bit more detail, just.
No, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. It helps the system
No
overall.
wonder they think you're efficient here.
Yeah.
We'll try our best.
We volunteer for things. like
Always
that.
little things.
Yeah, back towards subsidization,
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Two more. We have our new hire, Alan, has been fitting in great with the rest of the group,
Oh, good.
progressing well.
Good.
So that's going really well.
That's a very important thing.
Yep, lastly. I met with Chris from Tower Generator and about the Scout Hall generator service. Where, I don't know what our options are. I know Paul had asked me to meet with him and get some ballpark figures. He did email me back today to give me those numbers. I don't know when you wanted to.
You can throw them out now because we'll call them preliminary numbers.
Okay, yeah, that's all. It's just very basic. That was my discussion with it. So, you guys bear with it for a little bit. You can ask questions. You probably don't know what's going on, but the Scout Hall, we had a generator there. They had to do their changes to make the building bigger. Everything was working great for us. They moved our generator because they needed to do their changes to the building. So we had to get costs of what it's gonna be to hook our generator back up. Two costs. First one is to keep the generator over by the building, if that's possible. And that one was $8,500 to $9,000 to do that. Rehook it all back up,
Yeah. So
keep it over there somewhere.
Yep.
If we had to, or whatever, put it all the way out to the street. And do all the hooking up out there, away from the building, move everything out there, all that stuff. Putting in a new pad, new gas service, new electrical out to there. You are looking at 30,000 to 32,000.
no, that's a price.
No, that's a lot of work.
Well,
I have it here.
yeah,
You guys want to see it?
That's the existing generator.
Yep,
Okay.
just
yes, that's the existing.
putting it back in service.
The thing is, it's not connected now. We're hopefully operating on their temporary generator in case something goes wrong. But I mean, everything's not going flawlessly at the community center.
Our generator, these are questions I've had since I learned of the matter. That generator is located on whose property? I don't mean, what property are we on?
Community center,
That's their property, it sits on their property.
town property, it's always been town property.
Okay,
Yep,
so when the generator was moved, was it authorized to be moved? I mean, I'm just asking.
yeah, I was asked, and it was kind of like, well, we have to dig where it is.
Okay,
So it had to move, period, and it had to be disconnected to move it.
Okay.
But then they brought in a portable generator. Which is now connected to automatically kick in if power goes out. I guess, is it
So when they-
automatic or manual?
when they-
Manual, okay, it's manual, but the point being is. That was installed so that the pump station could still run.
right,
Okay, and DEP said that's acceptable as a temporary, so we got it covered. In the meantime, we're gonna figure out what are we gonna do with our generator.
our generator, was it? And I'm just trying to understand something, we have a generator there for a pump station, correct?
Yep.
Where does the pump station sit? On
Up
whose
by-
property?
Oh, it's all town property,
It's all town property.
yeah, but then it's in the town right away, like most of them are,
Okay,
that's normal.
well, I'm just trying to figure out how we ended up with a bill and may have to go to discussion.
We don't have a bill,
Well, okay,
no, hold on,
okay,
okay.
It's not an invoice, it's just,
It's
I asked
nothing.
him to give
This
us
is- We need the cost estimates
for,
proposed.
for getting
Price.
hooked up again, because we have to be hooked up with our generator, because those are the state requirements, okay?
and who's,
Now, all we wanna do is find out
what it's
what's
gonna
the cost, number one,
Okay,
okay?
yep,
Now,
Yeah, please.
I did explain, well, I'm gonna need it too, is that an
Yeah.
email? Forward.
It is, yeah.
I I did explain to Jason that, no, you guys gotta pay for it.
Oh, okay, that's the
And
end of
he
my
said,
questions.
well, it's not in the budget, and I said, that is the point. And I left it at that, I didn't wanna go any farther,
Okay,
because it was a phone call to try to deal with the generator. Right this minute, we gotta do something,
I understand.
okay, and there's, they got another issue that's related.
So we're
But-
getting numbers, but we haven't.
We have to.
Right, but we haven't obligated ourselves to anything other than looking up the numbers, right?
That's right, we have
That's
to get
all
the
I'm
cost estimates,
That's all
because
I'm
it has
asking.
to get done in a reasonable time frame.
I understand all of that.
And from our point of view, it's gotta be done with our contract, not just Joe Schmo's. We don't do that,
No,
because we're responsible for it.
I think it's a situation and I'll stop, that's why I'm stopping asking the questions. I think we're at the point that this discussion probably should be an executive session.
So that's what that is. Okay, but that's what that's all about. So we had to get cost estimates,
Gotcha,
so we
Yep.
did,
that's what I was asking.
and that's a critical item.
Yep, that's all I had.
Thank you.
Yep.
Transfer next month, maybe?
On my list to
That's
speak to
fine.
Art about.
I just thought I'd ask. Okay. So now we're gonna play executive session.
So I make a motion to enter into executive session to include staff
Don't run away. And our attorney, and our
and
attorney.
our attorney.
Thank you.
I second that motion.
Okay. Great. Stop singing. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Now we can stop.
shut that down.
Now,
Or stop the recording. We'll be back in.
we